Alright guys, welcome back to JForce Gaming. And if you have known, I have did a lot of keyboard reviews, alright, especially from this brand called Epomaker, alright. And you know, all these custom keyboard, they have all those, the switches have different names, and you know, switches plays a crucial part in your typing experience and as well as how good it sounds, alright. But there's so many kinds of switches and you don't know which one should you go for, alright. So if you are starting out this hobby or you're getting into keyboards and such, alright, and you know, you see all the switches and there's so many, you know, the spec lists, and you're not sure what is this and how it sounds like, and there's so many choices out there, alright. Especially on Epomaker, they have so many key switches, but right here I have selected these 5 of their newest and the best switches you can get from Epomaker right now, alright. So these are the 5 switches that I recommend you guys to check out if you guys want those, you know, those talky sounding kind of key switches. Like when you type on it, it sounds very talky, alright. So yeah, these are the key switches. All these are linear switches, alright. Different kinds have different actuation point, you know, travel distance and such, alright. I wouldn't go through each of the specs list because by the time I go through everything, you all will be sleeping already, alright. So anyways, I'm just gonna give you a quick brief, alright. And also I have this keyboard tester right here, alright. So these are every switches, alright, that is over here. So you all the switches, and later I'm gonna do a, you know, clicking test so you guys can hear for yourself which one sounds better and you guys can make your own decision for yourself. And I also will give you my recommendation on the one that I prefer the most, and you know, the best to press on and the best to the best sounding switches, alright. So what we have here, alright, we have this one is the Epomaker Wisteria switches. I think I reviewed more of the keyboard that have these switches. It sounds really good in these switches as well, right? This one is the Epomaker Shadow Black, alright. This is I think a newer one, but I think this one is really good, alright, and it's all around black, so I think it's really nice, alright. And over here we have is the Epomaker Dawnpink, alright. You guys do not have to worry because I'll link them, alright, all these different switches that I reviewed here, all in the video description down below, so you guys can check it out and, you know, see for yourself as well, alright. So we have the Dawnpink itself, alright. This one is very pinkish and transparent casing for the switches, and it's really nice, alright. And yeah, and here we have, this is the Epomaker, alright. This one is the Jade Bloosom. Alright, so this one also looks really nice, alright, and all are linear as well. Alright, so these are the boxes that come in with 30 switches, alright, and this one is the Peace Lily one, alright. I remember I also reviewed one of the keyboards from Epomaker that has these switches inside, and it's really awesome to type on, alright. It sounds really good, alright. So as you guys can see, they come in different boxes and sizes. So this one, as you guys can see here, alright, they only have 30 mechanical switches inside, which is sufficient for basically a keyboard if you are changing out just the, you know, the alphabets itself and some arrow keys or some, you know, control keys, especially for your gaming. Alright, some of the special keys you can change it out easily. Alright, but if you want to you know, change the whole switches on the keyboard, 30 wouldn't be enough, because even on a 75% keyboard there is 84 switches, alright. So you probably need to get like 3 of these, alright, or just to get 1 box of this, which is in this one has 100 switches inside, and it came packaged this way, alright. So it's really nice. You can put it on your shelves, alright, and it looks really nice as an art piece as well, alright. So inside here got 100 switches, which is sufficient for any keyboard itself. Alright, let me just show you guys how the 30 switches looks like. Alright, so they come in a very nice package. Alright, and it's not like very cheap package, so yeah, you know, there's quality in it here, right? So yeah, so let me just open up the 30 quick switches for you guys to see. Alright, so these are the 30 switches, as you can see. All is well packaged. There's 2 missing because the 2 went into here for testing purposes, alright. So I took them out from here to put it in for the testing purposes, but you know, as you can see, it is very well placed, very nice packaging, alright. And all of these switches are actually factory pre-lubed, so you know, you don't have to worry about you know, lubing it yourself if you don't want to, because when it is pre-lubed, they will sound better, and when the typing experience will be much better. So a lot of custom keyboards, they prefer, you know, pre-lubed keyboards, pre-lubed key switches, and Epomaker comes pre-lubed as well. Not a lot of companies does that, alright? So yeah, it's very, very nice of them, alright? And yeah, so if you guys want to know about a different specification, alright, is right up here. Alright, for you guys to take a look, you guys can pause the video and can see for yourself on which one you guys want. Alright, but if you are not so technical, you don't know which one should you go for. Alright, so let's say if you're a very competitive gamer, alright, and you want to especially you play games like Dota or LOL, all these that requires really fast switching on the keyboards itself, I would recommend a lower actuation point and a lower travel distance, but with medium actuation force. Alright, force is the amount of pressure you put in before it registers as a click. Why should I say medium is because when you're playing all these fast switches game, you might accidentally misclick on one of the key switches, and if those with a very low pressure force, alright, you can accidentally triggers it. Alright, so with something medium, I think you don't need a lot of force to trigger the button, the switches itself, and yet you won't have any misclick or mispress. Alright, so yeah, I think that would be recommended. And if you guys someone who wants to go for the aesthetic, the really nice typing experience, you don't want the switches to be too soft as well. You want it to have a bit of push back, so when you type on, you can feel the individual keys going down. That's I would recommend a harder pressure force and probably like a medium actuation and travel distance, so that you can really have a really great typing experience on it, right? To really feel the keys pushing down each and that, like a typewriter experience. Really amazing. That's my preferred style, right? So yeah, these are all the technical specifications and a few of my recommendations. So right now we are going to show you the switches itself. So as you guys can see, alright, as you guys can see, all the switches are all on this board itself. And as you can see, some are really transparent, some are not transparent at all. Alright, and if you can see on the top there is like little pass-through holes, alright, like a line right on all of these switches. Is because it allows the RGB backlight on any of the keyboards you use. Alright, the RGB light can pass through the key switches itself, right? So it will not block out any of the lights itself, which is really, really amazing. Alright, and if you want to get a more translucent one, it will make your keyboard much brighter compared to a opaque one. But both of them allows RGB light to pass through, so you don't have to worry much. Alright, it's all down to personal preference and maybe the color you like itself. And as you guys can see, alright, this is a plus sign one, so it is capable with any kinds of keycap that has this plus sign thing. So I think most of the keycaps out there, alright, do support it, alright, because this is the most common keycaps one for you to put on the keycap. So yeah, I saw other designs out there, but those are pretty rare to get a specific keycaps for that shape. But this plus shape is very, very simple, right? And this kind of this key switches I plug out from my old Razer keyboard, because it's also using the same plus sign as you guys can see for the back itself. So you do not have to worry about finding incompatibility. It's pretty much compatible with most of the key caps out there. Alright, so right now we'll do a quick pressing test for you guys to hear different sounds, and you guys can choose for yourself which one sounds better, and then in the end I will give you my best pick among the 5. Alright, so if you guys want to have the same best pick as me, you guys will know where to get it for yourself. Alright, so this is a quick sound test for you guys to hear how each key switcher sounds like. Alright, so as you guys have heard each individual key switches, and they all sound almost the same, alright? But because I'm the one pressing it, so I can tell you that, you know, all this does feels very similar, alright? Only a few differences. One, you guys can hear for the sound itself. You guys can choose which sound you think sound the best. You guys will let me know in the comment section down below which sound you like the best. Alright, but on the pressing side, alright, you get, this is my opinion itself, alright. The one that I like the most, alright, it is this one. Alright, this one is the, I think is the Jade Blossom one. Alright, so this one is my favorite key switches. Alright, so I was saying, because when you press down the force, it's not too light, not too hard, it's about medium, so it's really, you have a really nice bounce back feeling to it. Alright, you have a really nice bounce back feeling to it compared to other key switches, but they are very similar and pretty much on par. Alright, except you can slightly feel a bit of differences. Alright, I think the black one has the most hardest to press. It's not really hard, alright, just apply a bit of pressure, you can press it, but pressure wise, I think the black one, alright, uses a bit more pressure, right, compared to any other key switches. Alright, in fact, this one also feels a bit harder to press, right, requires more pressure. Right, I think this is the green one, I think is this one. Alright, this is the Peace Lily one. Alright, so both have a much, the black and the Peace Lily one have a much require more pressure. So this, I think these two are you know, hardness on the, quite hard on the pressure point. Alright, this one, the one that I've chosen, is medium. This two is pretty light, so I think this one is require lesser pressure. Alright, so yeah, but you guys can also compare on the spec list itself. Right, but all of them are really awesome to type on. Alright, they give you this really tactile feeling, but if you want the most tactile one, go with the one that I've chosen, which is the Jade Blossom. Alright, so yeah, this one is the one I've chosen for it. Alright, the Jade Blossom one is really good. Alright, so yeah, so yeah, these are all my so yeah, these are my opinion, and that's the best I can give you on my opinion right now, because you are not here to actually feel it for yourself, but I can best describe to my best potential. Alright, so if you guys want more video like this in the future of me reviewing different key switches, you guys can let me know as well. I would be love to do that for you guys. Alright, and do comment down below which one you think sounds the best. Alright, and yeah, all the links to individual key switches will be linked them in the video description down below, so do not have to worry about that. Alright, so yeah, that's all for today, guys. If you find today's video really interesting and unique, let me know in the comment section as well, and it will help you choosing the correct switches for your custom keyboard. Also, do give me a thumbs up for this video as well. Alright, so yeah, that's all for today, guys, and this is 𝖩force Gaming, and I shall catch you guys in my next video. Peace out.
Cry.